Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on YouTube. Today I'm creating a layout for the Paper Rose Studio design team, and I'm using a 6x6 sketch because I want to use their 6x6 paper pads for my 12x12 scrapbook layout. All right, I have some products here in front of me that I want to show you today. I'm going to start here with the Little Koala Adventures. This is the 6x6 pattern paper pad. So I'm just going to quickly flip through the pattern papers. Now I've already pulled some out, so I'm not sure. I know I have at least one of each design in here, but I believe you receive 3 each of each design. So just flipping through here, and these are so adorable. I love the colors. I know I'm going to use this one. I love that one with like the stripes. I'm going to use one with the flowers and one of the plaids. So these are really cute. And then I want to also show you the Little Koala Adventures Embossed die cuts. Now this is what I was really drawn to. I always love Paper Rose Studio embossed die cuts. I love that little shiny detail. But look at these koalas. These little critters are so cute. And it's actually what inspired me to use this collection for the layout I'm going to make today. So my daughter just had senior photos taken. And there's some, she was in a garden. And so there's a couple of these koala bears that are like smiling, and they're in flowers and leaves. And I thought that really reminded me of like her senior photo session. Here's the one here, and then there's another one. Let me find it. So let me see if I can. There's one dancing. I liked that one too. Here it is right here. So it kind of looks like the koala bear is having his senior pictures done. I don't know if you get it, but that's what I saw when I looked at these. It just reminded me of my daughter Tatum in the flowers. So let me bring in the photos. So here they are. So, and I have a picture of the photographer. So these aren't her actual senior photos. These are behind the scenes moments. And she was in this garden, and then she's right by this greenhouse, and there's all this greenery, and there were other places in this garden that we were in the flowers, but these are the behind the scenes photos I have. See this one right here? It kind of reminds me of her. I don't know. But we all draw inspiration from somewhere, right? So I've already chosen 3 of the pattern papers from the 6x6 paper pad. I love all of these, and I went ahead and distressed the edges off camera. I like that little grungy look, so I usually do that. Take an edge distressing tool and distress the edges. So this is kind of how I want it to look. Let me actually bring in a 12x12 white cardstock piece so you can see my vision here. And I'm actually using a sketch for inspiration, and it was created by Allison Davis. It's her scrapbooking with 6x6 paper pads. I have this title that says Life Lately, and this is from Bramble Fox, so it's from my stash, and I wanted to use it. And so I thought, well, I need to bring in some yellow to this collection so I can use that, and I love that pop of color. I also wanted to bring in some additional colors, so I brought in some paints from my stash. So this one's from Shimmer's Paints, and it's called Ocean Water. And what I did is I just took a piece of 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 white cardstock, and I spray painted the edges with that paint. And I did the same thing with this paint. This is a Shimmers, and the color is Angel Wings. So this one's more muted, but I think these colors really match the collection. And so what I did is I have the one yellow pattern, or one yellow cardstock, and then I've got the 2 that I painted, and I'm going to use those as mats for the pattern paper from the collection. Now at first I thought I wanted the yellow at the front, and then I thought I might mix it up, but no, you know what? I think I'm going to change it back. I don't like this. I want the yellow in the front closer to the title. So let me bring in my photos here and see if I like this. And this is where I think I realized I'm like, I don't think that's it. Let me bring in my title. I want to switch it back. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it back. Let me bring in a couple die cuts though, so I can just get a rough idea of what I want to do. I know I want this cute little koala because that was my whole inspiration for the layout. And then I'm thinking I want to do a floral cluster at the top with a koala bear up here. Maybe this little banner piece. Oh, I love that. That's cute. But yeah, I want to move the yellow around. So I want to bring more yellow to the layout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the papers around. And then I brought in this stencil. So what I'm thinking is I can bring more yellow to the layout by using this stencil, and that's also going to look nice on my plain white cardstock here. So this is a paper rose stencil, and this is called Distressed Mesh Stencil. I use it all the time. It's one of my favorites. I need to see which color of yellow. I've got these 49 in Market inks, and you know, I've bought them and rarely use them. I recently rearranged my craft room to put the 49 in Market inks on my desk, thinking I might use them. So I'm going to try it, but I really think that this Distress Oxide might be the color that I'm looking for. So this yellow here is Daffodil, and I like it, but I think it's too dark for what I'm going for. So I'm going to try this one, and this is Squeezed Lemonade. And yeah, I think the Squeezed Lemonade looks better for my layout today. So yeah, Squeezed Lemonade, that's it. All right, so let me go ahead and lay this out. I did go ahead and glue, I think I've done it at this point. Yes, I went ahead off camera and glued the pattern papers to the bases. They're mats. And now what I think I want to do is glue these three together. No fancy measuring here. We're just eyeballing it to what looks pleasing to the eye. And I don't want it to move, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these down now. And then I am working on my Glassboard Studio glass mat. And so these little pawns work to hold things down so I don't have to use my fingers and give pressure. If you're interested in a glass mat, I do have a discount code Melissa, and I'll leave it linked down below, or you can just add Melissa to your order and you'll save 15%. Always a nice perk. Let's see here. So now I'm going to take a pencil and I'm just going to outline where my pattern papers are going to go so I can do that stenciling. So I'm going to bring back in the Paper Rose Distress Mesh Stencil and that Squeezed Lemonade Distress Oxide ink, and we're going to add a little bit of color up here. Now I don't want to go crazy, and I can see my pencil line now. And I have to remember that I do want to build an embellishment cluster up here with florals. So a lot of this is probably going to be covered, and I'm okay with that. I just kind of want it peeking from behind just to add a little more interest to the background. And so I think that's just the right amount. I've got more at the top and just a little bit at the bottom. So we'll bring the pattern papers in here and lay these out. Now before I glue those down, I think I want to go ahead and lay everything out and make sure I like the placement. And actually I think I want to take that photo, yeah, that left photo, and overlap it to the one on the right. So my daughter is actually a senior rep for this photographer, which means that she gets to participate in lots of team, I think like 10 sessions for this photographer, but then she gets her own, where they're like group sessions, and then she gets her own session. And so this was her own session. So she got like 3 outfit changes and 3 different locations, and it was so much fun. So those are the photos that I'm documenting here. So these aren't the real senior photos. We haven't got those back yet, but I have the behind the scenes. And so I thought life lately was perfect as we're heading into this new season of life of being a senior and all the lasts that go along with that. So I went ahead and put a little bit of glue behind my photos, and now I'm ready to glue down my title. Now on these acrylic titles, they do have protective coating on them, I've noticed. So I just need to peel that up, and I did break this one a little bit, but no one will ever know because I will add glue to it, put it back together like a puzzle, and you won't even see where it had separated before. So when I glue these down, I like to use Nuvo Deluxe glue because I find that it dries clear and it has a really strong hold. So let me get this title in place here and give it a good press. I'll bring my magnet back in to hold that down. Those really come in handy when you want to hold things down and give it some pressure while you can still continue working on your layout. So here we go. I matched it up just like a puzzle, and it's perfect. I love it. All right, so now I can start working on the embellishing, and I do like this banner, and I like this little koala, super cute. I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape to give the koala some dimension. I won't add foam tape to the banner, but I do want to give the koala a little bit of dimension. Now the foam tape I'm using is pretty thin. I'm out of my favorite 2mm, but this is the 1mm, and it's gonna work just fine. Now I want to tuck this banner in so that it looks like it's coming out from underneath the photo instead of on top of the photo. So let me see, I can't really lift that photo up. Let me grab one of my tools here and lift that up, and I'll just slide this banner right underneath, and it looks like that banner was made to go there. I love it. All right, so now let me look for what else I want to use. I was thinking I'd bring in some of these florals. So I want to look on the embossed die cut sheets and punch these out, and you can see they're really easy to punch out. I want to find some of the greenery, like the leafy bits, and some of the larger floral pieces, and maybe another koala too to add to the layout. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time kind of moving things around and trying to see what I like, because I have a vision, but I don't really know how it's all going to come together yet. And what I'm thinking at this point is I'm probably going to need to bring in some additional items. I'm thinking I need to bring in some flowers or some leaves from another die. So I will think about that, but I still want to punch out some of these die cuts. Oh, here's the one. Look at this koala just peeking out from behind these florals. It totally reminds me of the moment. So yes, it's going on the layout. You can see here, it took me a while to figure out where I wanted to place these, and I'm just auditioning them all over the place, trying to figure out what I like. And at this point I realized, you know what, I think I want to put them on the bottom left. So here is where it all kind of clicks, and I find a large floral bit, and I want to start with it. I've got my koala at the top, and I'm going to move a large floral bit to the top as well. And maybe one of these like long stem leaves, and then another one down here just to give it some dimension, some height, you know, so I can vary, so it's not all flat and the same. So here's where I bring in the dies, and this is the Leaf Sprig Die, and if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know I bring this die into almost every layout anymore. It is just the perfect filler die. Now, I had this little scrap in my stash, so I, auditioned it, and I decided I liked it. I'm also bringing in the Aimee Etched flower die, just the leaves of it. So what I did off camera is I took some Distress Oxide ink in Bundled Saged, and I inked up a piece of white cardstock, just put ink all over it, and then I used that Aimee Etched flower die, just the leaf part, and I made some leaves. So that's the leaf you see. That's the leaves you see right there. And then I also took another piece of white cardstock, and I sprayed that Shimmers paints, that color Ocean Water, onto a white cardstock. And then I used my Leaf Sprig die, and I ran it through my die cutting machine, and I got as many pieces, or I cut as many out as would fit onto the scrap cardstock that I had inked up or colored up. So I'm so happy with that, because now I'm able to have all these leaves that I can just tuck in as fillers and really make my layout come to life. And this is where it's reminding me of that day and the photos with all the flowers and the leaves. Now, I don't have as many flowers, but I have all this greenery. And in the photo, you don't even see flowers, you just see the green. And so I think it makes sense. It also, the colors are perfect, right? Because we're just doing lots of these different shades of green. And I think that that really draws your eye to the photo, because the photo has just a little bit of color. So I love it. All right, so I'm continuing putting my die cut pieces onto the layout. And here I will add some of these. Now you notice I kind of cut them apart. So the Leaf Sprig die, it has like one big leaf with 3 stems, and so I'm just cutting it apart or cutting it down and adding them as fillers all around the layout to give different height to these clusters, and I like the way that looks. So I'll continue doing that, and then no layout is complete without journaling or splatters, so I will add some of that Ocean Water paint as splatters to my layout. And then I will print my journaling into strip journaling on my computer, and then I'll add that onto the layout. So you'll see that in just a moment. I am looking for more of the embossed die cuts. I want a leaf, and I thought I had another one. So there's one there, but then I try to find another one for the bottom cluster, and I think it's hidden like under a piece of paper at this point. So I turn off the camera in just a moment, and I get so excited because I actually find it, because I thought I had used them all, but I actually did find it. So it works out perfect. So that little spot that I'm wanting something, I'm adding a leaf here, but I still think it needs a little bit more height. And so I don't think you see me glue it down because I did find it underneath something, and I was so excited because I really didn't think there were any more. But anyway, that's how this layout is going to go. So let me bring in the final layout here. I'm just trying to audition things, and there we go. So I found another leaf, I added the splatters, and I added the journaling at the top, and I'm so happy with the way this turned out. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram at Cards.by.MelissaMinor, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. If you have any questions about how I made this layout or any of the products I use, drop them down below and I'll get back with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!